Alright, and here we go. We're going to do the first two forest zones. Get my zoom on a little bit. Look through. I'm going to show off the equipment here a bit because they've changed the way some of this works, and I'd really like to show that. Stacks are a little bit bigger, as you can see from the ammo. You get kind of a closer look on the sprites. Most of the starting gear is the same, except for things having to do with what you get from Gorian's fight. I'll also be showing some of the funnier little encounters out here. You saw two people in the wood. Why are you in the woods? Oh, me? I'm a hermit. Well, I'm rather new at it, actually, and I haven't quite got the isolation bit down yet. Too much of a people person, I suppose. And then yes, there are two people up the road, and he says they're probably not the two people you're looking for. They don't seem like the sort. And here we'll end up getting our first two little friends. And, oh no, Gibberlings, or Gibberlings, whatever you want to say. Thankfully, it's not like my broken tutu, and there's only the one, which is much more what I would expect from this game. A child wandering in the wilderness, and you look a bit scuffed too. I'd be grateful for any assistance. Nothing to fear from these simple potions. Perhaps this payment you would go with us. Your conscience tells you not to, blah blah blah, rein it in, wizard. Alright, and then we're going to kind of look at these guys. And you can see now in the top right, you see all their vital statistics right there, so you don't have to click back and forth between menu screens anymore. You don't really even need to see the little head menu option. And we got some more Gibberlings, but only one, or Gibberling, whatever you want to say. They're also not dropping a ton of loot, which is nice too. Because that's much more what I have come to expect from this game, from playing the original. And you go to the circles of stones, and there's Gorian in the aftermath of the battle. And you'll see that they've added an item to Gorian's inventory, along with the typical scroll. My friend Gorian, please forgive the abruptness of which I now write, but time is short and there is much to be done. We long feared may soon come to pass, not through any fault of mine, blah 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 blah. Despite my desire to remain neutral in this matter, I could not in good conscience let events proceed, blah blah blah. Should anything go awry, don't hesitate to seek aid from travelers along the way. Luck be with us. Well, know little of what's past. Luck be with us all. I'm getting too old for this. This belt gives you 100% resistance to cold and double damage from fire, so it's not that useful. And we'll get that the gold off them. Sword and starting armor. I'm pretty weak though, so no goes there, really. Give that bow to Monteron and the armor to Imowen. And now we're sort of set. Give some arrows to Monty. Breaking stacks is a little more irritating than I'd like for it to be, but it's not that big a deal. It's still better than it was in the original. And then all I do here is get some of the area transition markers. I've started to determine that the problem with the audio sync up is relating to switching through menu screens. So for whatever reason, Fraps isn't liking that very much. And we got another Gibberling, which we just completely destroy. For whatever reason, I've run into trouble with the destacking on the bow, but there we go. So Imowen takes care of business. And we're just going to get the area transition markers here, but we're not going to take it yet because there's a little interesting thing I'd like to show. He's down here by the coast. So as we walk around a bit, I always liked walking around in the wilderness, exploring as a part of this game. Just just because it gives you a little bit of an extra feel. A lot of computer art. Oh, a soulless, godless killing machine. Okay, let's avoid that if at all possible. Yeah. So the way animals work, like bears, is at least at this lower level, since we don't have any rangers or druids with us, they'll turn hostile if you get too close to them. Otherwise, they'll just leave you be, and that's for the best. You can hear the coast over here. Another soulless, godless killing machine, but he avoids us. That's one thing. Okay. Well, I was about to tell you not to come any closer, but that never seems to work, does it? Well, regardless, I should remain true to the genre. Don't come any closer, I'll jump! Yeah, you heard me, I'll do it too! So don't come any closer again, and don't try to stop me. Okay, is what I'll say. Okay, you aren't going to do a thing? Wow, you must be have incredible faith in my will to live. No one has ever shown me to trust in me. Not ever, not even Mumsy. Thank you so much for your quiet faith. I choose to live, I choose to live! Oh no, I have to go home before Mumsy finds the note. She has no stomach for such things. I'll have Jeeves give her twice the allotment of cocktails. So, that's, little funny bits in this game. We're going to go back down and get the area transition below us. And a lot of people who speed run this game or who do like a raw guide of the game, we avoided being mutilated by that bear there by pure luck because I wasn't paying attention. Go straight to High Hedge from here to start. Or that Gibberling is still twitching, but that's okay. So this is already, I mainly walk around here and show it in case you were one of the people that watched my Tutu run through, to show that it isn't as bad as Tutu was. Or at least whatever Tutu did to my Baldur's Gate did. This is quite reasonable. I haven't been attacked by anything far beyond me, and there's a little screen flicker from the audio having to catch up. It's got something to do with menu screen switching, so I'm going to try in future videos to work with my fraps and see what's going on. And I also apologize that when I open the menu screens you can see my fraps counter, but I do that because it's really difficult for me to tell when fraps is actually recording this game or not. It seems to just do it willy-nilly, and after 3 times of recording, thinking that I was recording Candlekeep, I got really frustrated and just decided to go with it like that. Hello there, wanderers. Stay that course a moment and indulge an old man. You already heard that. Fair bit of desperate. There's an inn short distance to the north, blah blah blah. Said too much already, I'll take my leave with, and blah blah blah, will you the best. He seemed interested in me. You can see the Lion's Way road marker. And there's one thing up here that I want to get. Throughout this game, there are hidden items. Ooh, Zvarts. I'm glad that Czar keeps getting blocked, because his lack of combat fortitude is kind of a big deal. And he's going to be the only caster I have access to for a little bit. So right there in that rock, it's our first hidden item. It's a Ring of Protection +1. And we'll throw that on our main character and move on with our life. Throughout this game, there are items hidden just in random places that reward you for rolling. In the original game, would have rewarded you either for reading a guidebook or having someone tell you, or just like randomly scrolling your mouse around. I remember when I was quite the young lad, I was walking around in a field in Nashkel, just like moving my mouse cursor around to see what was there, and I noticed that it turned into that little fist, and there's armor there that made me very happy that I'd made that accidental discovery. And you'll meet a guy here. He's off to Baragos, talks about the governor, war with the Amish, and so there we get the Baragos zone. I'm doing that mainly just so that I don't have to come back to this area and walk through it. And you'll see the wrecked caravan over here. I wanted to see if they did any more with that, but they didn't. There aren't a great number of modifications from the original, because I'm sure there were probably contractual issues as well as not wanting to deeply offend any fans. If something has been changed, they would probably find out. Anyhow, now we're going to go find this ogre, and this is sort of the bellwether fight of how the early part of this is going to go, if we lose a bunch of people here or not. So far, we're in pretty good shape. Much better than when I tried to play 2-2, because I think on my 2-2 playthrough, this video was like 50 minutes long, and I died like 800 times. So this is turning out quite well. There are usually Svarts around here. Need to back Tsar off so he doesn't die. And there we go. And this screen shakes even. And we get a little blackout. There, we're back. That's just a Fraps error because the audio lines get too long or something. And I'm not very sure how to go about fixing it. Battle with another Svart as an eagle flies over. We almost lose Monter on there, but thankfully we've got a spare potion for him. I'm sure that the melee to ranged weapon penalties are in place. I think. Ooh, a scroll of identify. Nice 50 gold or a nice ID somewhere coming along the line. Saves us 100 gold since we don't have a wizard that we're gonna keep, because I don't think Tsar is gonna fit in very well with us. And we should be finding our ogre friend. There he is. The way I deal with him is just, yeah, don't use the scroll, use the ability. Imowen's gonna use the magic missile. He's just gonna shoot with arrows, and I'm gonna hit him with a command word, die. So he goes to sleep, takes a bunch of damage, takes a bunch more damage, pause a little bit, hit him with some more spells. Now it's danger, and he's dead. And he's got 2 belts on him and a ring, so that's nice. And we are now done with this forest zone. So this is going a lot better than in 2-2, certainly. I'm pretty sure if that ogre had hit us at all, we'd have been dead, though. So that is what it is. And now we will... I should have gone ahead and gotten the other area transition. I don't. And that's because I'm silly. And now we're going to talk to this guy, and he's like our last real encounter in this area. If I were mean, I'd probably try to kill him, but I'm not. Off with you now. He tells a story about how he once hunted an ogre, and that he can smell ogres on the wind, so it's a little hint to you. And here we go, off to the Friendly Arm Inn.